Oh,
Greetings and salutations. This is Tom,
Christy. Amanda.
and here we are once again talking about the gifted class. Today's topic, differentiation. Something that we pretty much do as teachers already, but I guess we usually when we talk about differentiation here, it's usually talking about kids that are lower and not really talking about the higher kids quite as much. But we're going to talk more about gifted kids and differentiation. So let's go.
I like the theory of differentiation, and I think we should be doing that for all of our students, particularly the ones who are a bit higher level. That way, they're still reaching and they're still stretching, they're still learning. Although what I've observed in different classrooms through student teaching and just substituting and the various things is that in theory, everyone says, yes, we do it, but in practice, not as much. One of my children, the teacher's idea of differentiation was instead of getting 6 worksheets for homework, he would get 12. And they were the exact same worksheets that everyone else was getting. He would just get more. And so it would take him 5 minutes longer, but he was just as bored. So I think it's very...
And so it's not fair to him because
right.
He has to do all that extra work.
Right, and that's what I've seen a lot is that the teacher's idea of differentiation is that, well, if you can finish this work in 10 minutes, I'm going to double because I need to have you busy for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And I think it's very easy for teachers to fall into that instead of giving them different work because that is more difficult. You have to find something else.
And I think that's where differentiation falls flat, or a lot of people can be critical about it because they don't want to see that a lot of extra work. But like we said in our last time, if we had a team of people and we said, oh, you do something for this unit and you do something for this unit, I'll
break it down,
then that would help. But if you look at my lesson plans, it doesn't say anything different. I just kind of differentiate based on, oh, well, you're doing, when we did our domino addition,
right?
You got it perfectly. Okay, now you need to take 2 dominoes and add all those numbers together.
Right.
So it'll be just something that I say or observe. Yeah. It's not necessarily written in my plan. It's probably a bad thing because then nobody can see all the things that I'm doing.
So it's the differentiation that you are doing. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'll have a kid I'll have a kid who does a Foursquare really quickly, and I'll be like, all right, well now I want you to take the Foursquare and turn it into a story based on your Foursquare, and I don't. It's kind of implied that that's what you're going to be doing with the Foursquare, but I mean a lot of my kids they barely do the Foursquare steps still.
Right,
so.
I still need that hand holding.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. Math plans one day. I had the math specialist come in and help me because I have this group of kids that are really high. Like I said, addition to them, they can see it, they can do it, it's not a big deal. And then I have a group of kids who still look at the domino and have to count 1, 2. There are 2 dots, so it's very difficult. So I had 3 different activities, and it was actually really interesting. I let them choose. And my high kids chose the difficult one. My middle kids chose the middle one. And my low kids chose the low one. And then I had the specialist go with my struggling one. And then I kind of floated in between the 2.
Right.
But it was really cool how they chose exactly what
where they needed
to be, what interested them the most.
Right. And I deviated from the plans one day too. God forbid. More video evidence that's going to be on the internet. But anyways, I decided to split them into 3 groups also, and I actually did a rotation, and I gave in each group there was a group I had split the groups up based on levels, and I gave. And at each station, group 1 had a task, group 2 had a task, group 3 had a task. and it worked out wonderfully. Like it allowed me to do because the nice thing is it allowed me to do small group with each group.
Right.
So I was able to, and like for like the big group, like I was playing a game back there. Like for all the other groups, they had like cards, but for my advanced learners, I was giving them like their own problems off the head because they were well beyond like 18. So I was giving them like two digit
Right, so that's
problems.
a little bit more of the differentiation that you can do in small groups, or if you're stuck in a whole group setting and everyone you're stuck to the same thing. It's difficult.
It's very difficult
to differentiate that for. Yeah, I mean even for your well no, I guess because I feel that most of our plans, I know they say teach to the highest, but I don't believe that we're doing that. The way our plans are written, I believe we are teaching to the lowest common denominator, and then our higher level thinkers are really just left to sink or swim.
Yeah. And even like if you look at the differentiation written on the plans, and like I wrote the plans for this week, and it's very easy for math, but we have to do a week of introductory to coins. So I kind of go into more with all my kids of like the background, the history, like stuff like that. But some kids just need, that they don't have a recognition yet except for our ESL. And with the differentiation, it's like count up to 100. And that's, I have kids that are well beyond that. As soon as I got the coins, I started counting them, even the quarters, which is not anything dictated in our SOL. So it's a little bit difficult to take it. I'm not really sure how far to go,
I'd say you go as far as the kids can go.
Yeah, I think that's important. That's an important thing. Take your kids as far as they can go, and that's really one thing that I don't like about our shared plans, because we get to a point and you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess we have to stop now because this is as far.
It's like, oh no, we're teaching them second and third grade material. Oh darn, that's not going to help them for next year. No, not at all.
But see, I honestly think too, like when I go into the history of coins and the U.S. Mint and how they're made, that's not even second or third grade material. No, it's just going beyond.
Well, so I don't think you talk about our classes go beyond the SOL, and that's going beyond the SOL. I like to do that type of stuff too.
Right. I don't think differentiating, which sometimes our gifted program, what they do is they just look at the SOLs for next year and say, oh, they're being accelerated because, well, you know what? Kindergarten has coin identification. Second grade has coin identification. We have coin identification. It's the same SOL, repeated. And so that doesn't mean they're going any further.
Right.
Yeah, just with different words.
Right. Or, basically it's worded just a little bit differently.
Right, the language is slightly different.
And I think like the first one, like for kindergarten, it's like they have to recognize the coins, but they only have to count like nickels and pennies, and then I think we include dimes and quarters or something like that.
Nope, we don't have quarters.
Just dimes then, and then second grade goes to quarters.
Yeah, and so like you don't want to kind of spoil it. I think that's like the fine line I'm worried about is I don't want them to get to second grade and say, oh, we did this last year, we did this last year. Like I can't stand it when my kids, I do a really cool lesson and I introduce them to a song or a game, and it's definitely further than they should have gone in kindergarten, and they're like, we did this last year, which I guess is kind of a communication issue with in between grade levels. But it's kind of like you could have taken them in a different direction and learned more about this.
Right.
Instead of teaching them everything they're already going to know for the next year. Like that doesn't help them and it doesn't help us.
That's one thing I've noticed about some of the differentiation that I see is that instead of expanding the knowledge this way, in a circular pattern, they think, oh, we're just going to advance to, like you said, what they're going to learn next year. Or we're going to look at next year.
If you look at our advanced scope and stuff, what does it have on there? It has on there the second grade SOL. So it's not looking.
And that's fine. That's fine if you're adding that in a little bit. But I really do think that the differentiation doesn't necessarily need to be, oh, I'm going to teach them something that they would learn in 3 months from now or next year. But give them a more in-depth understanding of